Dobry wieczór wszystkim, how are you guys doing today? I'm Mysticle and I'll be bringing you the latest in AR and VR news. As usual, you've got chapters down below to skip to any specific part of this video that you might be interested in, and with that being said, let's jump right into the video. First thing that we're going to talk about today is the v65 update. This has been rolling out pretty slowly, and it's nowhere near as big as our previous updates. However, it does have some nice and interesting features that I do want to make you guys aware of. For example, we now have panoramas available to all iPhone users. Not sure why not Android, but this is now native, which means you don't need to play around with bringing panoramas onto your headset. I mean, I've done this before and I have an Android phone, but it now works with iPhones natively. The v65 Quest update allows you to easily view panoramas captured by your iPhone, brings pass-through to all system UI panels, lets any iPhone upload spatial videos, and prevents hand tracking from interfering with your mouse and keyboard. As always, keep in mind the Quest updates roll out gradually, and they have a staggered rollout, which means that you might not get the update at the same time as everyone else does. Since v62, the Quest iOS app has let iPhone 15 Pro owners upload spatial 3D videos to show up in your headset for playback. With v65, any iPhone model can now do this, letting you, for example, upload spatial videos sent to you from an iPhone 15 Pro owner or downloaded from Safari. Additionally, v65 allows any iPhone to upload panoramas. Like with spatial videos, you'll then find them inside the Files app inside the headset. Meta claims it's almost as if you were there again, taking in the sights. I'm not sure how much I actually agree with that last statement there. I mean, panoramas are great and all, but they usually are either 180 or 360, and they're not an entire sphere. I've actually uploaded photospheres to my headset. That's a different story. That covers both the top and the bottom, but it's still not as if I were there again, because it's not 3D stereoscopic. It's just an image. It's fantastic. It's a great way of reliving your memories. Nice to have that work natively though. Pass-through is now going to be present throughout all of your system UI, bringing continuity to the device. Quest headsets have been able to use pass-through instead of a virtual home environment since a year after the original Quest launched, but some system interfaces, like the lock screen and power off menu, have always shown the VR void. That basically ruined continuity. You know, if you wanted to jump into mixed reality, you first had to go through the virtual reality void to type in your password, and only then would you be thrown into MR. If they want the Quest to feel like a whole headset and the system to feel finished and polished, well, continuity is going to be quite important for that. So it's nice seeing that this feature is finally here. The v65 update brings pass-through to these interfaces, which Meta says enables you to remain entirely in MR from the moment you power on the Quest 3 until you put it down again. And finally, we've got our mouse and keyboard improvements. v65 reduces accidental activations of hand tracking gestures when using a physical mouse and keyboard. Upload VR has found this to be a significant problem while trying to use the Quest for productivity in the past. I 100% agree with this here. I actually have the K830, which I reviewed back in the day. It was one of the first keyboards that actually worked with Bluetooth on the Quest and even got tracked by the Quest. However, I found gesture activation while trying to type on that thing incredibly annoying, and it would happen quite often, as well as the fact that it would not always track the keyboard correctly. So hopefully, with v65, a lot of those issues will be fixed. Specifics about how they achieve this, but says it should work regardless of whether the keyboard is connected to the headset itself, meaning the improvement also applies when using PC via remote display. Props for that. Pretty cool. Now we're going to move on to the Quest Plus monthly subscription. In case you guys are subscribed to Quest Plus, you now have a new month with new titles coming your way. Here's what those games are: Stones of Harla and Vacation Simulator. Back in March, Meta actually introduced a rotating games catalog for no extra charge, similar to PlayStation Plus Extra and Xbox Game Pass. While we've seen some changes since its initial introduction, the catalog still includes notable VR hits like Demio, Red Matter, and Walkabout Mini Golf, and you can find the full list of those in the Upload VR article I'm going to leave for you down below. So in case you guys have the Quest Plus subscription, you've now got those new titles to look forward to. There's actually some pretty notable titles on here. Most of these games you'd probably know, and I know a lot of people that would prefer pay subscription monthly to get these titles into their catalog rather than pay the full price outright. Let's be honest, some of these are quite expensive. We also have a new game whose thumbnail reminds me of Subnautica. Subnautica does actually have a VR mode. This is Subside, which is a demo that delivers breathtaking swimming visuals on Steam VR. Yes, this is a Steam VR only demo, however, it seems to be incredibly polished for a swimming demo, with a full release listed as coming soon. You can simply reach out in front of you and spread your arms out to swim beneath the churning waters to see a world that's teeming with life. Schools of fish dart through the water with fluid motion, while sunbeams filter through the water, creating shafts of light in a visual feast. Some may never get to experience diving in clear waters like these, making Subside immediately transportive on the power of these elements alone. A2D's swimming mechanic feels intuitive and, more importantly, realistic. The resistance of water feels palpable as you paddle through the sea, and buoyancy seems to replicate the feeling of bobbing and diving. So there you go. This seems to be a really well-made demo, one that actually takes into account what you want to feel in virtual reality, like the resistance of water. In case you guys are interested, I will leave a link to the Subside demo down below. We also have information on the Vision Pro 2, as Apple is apparently struggling to make the cheaper version of the Vision Pro. Now, this isn't to say that the cheaper version of the Vision Pro isn't happening, and we've had reports in the past from Minchi Kuo that the cheaper version of the Vision Pro, whatever it will be called, whether it will be Vision SE or anything like that, might be coming towards the end of 2025. However, currently, we have news from Bloomberg's Mark Gurman that the Vision Pro 2 may be coming at the end of 2026. Gurman has a strong track record of reporting on Apple's future plans. He reliably reported many details of the Vision Pro before it was officially revealed or even acknowledged to exist by Apple. In his latest newsletter, Gurman writes that Apple's roadmap doesn't currently call for a second-generation model until the end of 2026, though the company is trying to figure out how to bring a cheaper version to the market before then. But regarding that cheaper version, he claims Apple is still flummoxed by how exactly to bring down the cost. I mean, a good idea here would be to, bring down the cost of the materials, but it's Apple. They want the thing to feel premium even if those materials cost. And as mentioned earlier, supply chain analyst Minchi Kuo first reported that Apple was working on a cheaper headset a full year before Vision Pro was even revealed, with Kuo at the time saying Apple aimed to launch it in 2025. So hopefully that is really the case, as if it is, then we've got a cheaper Vision Pro coming sometime next year, which, if you think about it in the grand scheme of things, isn't actually that much time. The Vision Pro has already brought a ton of eyes onto virtual reality that otherwise wouldn't have been here, virtual and augmented reality. So hopefully a cheaper version would expand that even further. Tilt 5, which is an augmented reality tabletop gaming headset, is now having a pretty large discount, so in case you guys are into augmented reality tabletop gaming and are possibly looking for a different kind of headset, the Tilt 5 might float your boat. Links will be down below to more information, but Tilt 5 sale, $250 for one headset or $390 for two sets of tabletop AR glasses. The bundle of two players is priced at $389, roughly 40% off its typical price, though you'll need a high-powered Android phone or PC to drive those AR glasses. A single headset is discounted to $249 with a game board, glasses, wand, kickstand, cleaning cloth, USB cable, and USB Type-C to A adapter. Three pairs of glasses are priced at $539 for the sale, and with a decently powerful enough gaming PC, you could conceivably run all three glasses on a single computer. Once again, in case you guys are interested, you can see it going above me right now. You can see why I'm calling it a little bit of a different headset, as this one can't really be used for anything but tabletop AR gaming. Who knows? Might float your boat. And finally, we've got EA Sports WRC getting VR support yesterday or today, depending on where you are in the world. Released last November for flat screen platforms, EA Sports WRC is the latest racing game from Codemasters based on the FIA World Rally Championship, featuring over 200 rally stages across 18 official WRC locations, 78 real-world cars from the last 60 years, and customizable rally cars. PC VR support will become available as a free upgrade to all existing owners on Steam, EGS, and the EA app. And you can see the trailer going above me right now. So in case you guys are maybe tired of the rally games that are on the market right now, or are looking for something a little bit different, or possibly you're just a big fan of WRC, it's nice to see them adding support. I'm a big fan of flat screen games going in and adding support to games that otherwise wouldn't have had VR. Of course, that support needs to actually be decent and not just thrown in as an afterthought and for it to just kind of be there and then leaving it and not fixing bugs. Either way though, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day or night, wherever you are in the world. If you like this one, please leave it a like. If you disliked it, I guess the one works too, but let me know why down below. If you guys are not yet part of our community, check out our Discord and our Reddit down below, where I want to see you posting your spice memes. And thank you so much to all the Patreons supporting this channel. You guys are incredible, amazing, much love. Your support means a ton to me. And thank you to anyone else supporting the channel in any way, shape, or form. Whether you give the channel a super thanks, whether you buy me a coffee, and if you're watching these videos, seriously, thank you. Much love to you as well. I mean, that is also supporting the channel. And as usual, if you guys want to be notified of content coming up on the channel, make sure to smack that subscribe button with your forehead, ding my bell, and see you again in the next video. Peace.